we dive into the tales from the tapestry trenches, where every story unfolds and every word clenches. Life lessons, stitching threads of fabric, no pretenses. Real life inspirations, breaking down defenses. Every word a heartbeat, feel the rhythm awaken. Urban myths and facts ain't nothing forsaken. Voices echo wisdom, experiences overtaken. The tapestry trenches tells, legends are remaking. Listen and feel the vibe, let the story seep. In my tapestry, dreams and truths to keep. Dive in deep, tales of life on repeat.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Tapestry Trenches Tales, the Triple T podcast. I'm Givens Chanzu. This is where we talk about life-changing stories, and on this first episode, we are going to delve into the whole aspect of family, and it's a journey through the intricate world of family.
Yeah, and I am Elijah Oscar. Today we shall be going through the delicate conversation that revolves around family, the changing faces of family, and how and who we identify as part of family.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we'll just start by Oscar. When someone says, I have a family, mtu akisema niko na familia, what comes to your mind? What is your definition of family?
Yeah, so like right now, I am kilometers away from my basic family, the nuclear family. But the people that I have around me, naweza sema confidently that niko na family. So the dictionary definition of family is the basic unit of a society, na ndio inakuanga na mom, iko na dad and some kids. But nowadays, and with people traveling everywhere, you need to identify yourself with some form of relationship with people, and that is where you develop friends who become like part of a family. So naweza sema family is someone who I can trust, someone who I can forgive from time to time, and to identify that naweza mwambia shida zangu and stuff like that.
Okay. So I think I also have the same perspective, because you find as you grow up, kuna ile family ulizaliwa ndani definitely, but because of school, because of work, unapata you have like to go to new places, find new people. So yeah, I think also family is not just a matter of blood ties. Si lazima mkuwe related by blood ndo mkuwe you can make a good family. I think the whole aspect of family, or the whole definition of family, it's just someone you can trust, someone you can talk to, someone who understands, and yeah.
Yeah, and I think with the disconnection that comes with distance, you have to travel to places, you have to go to work, you have to go to school, and wakati unaongelesha the person you identify as the nuclear family or extended family, it doesn't feel that I feel venye unaweza feel like when you're talking to someone. Mm-hmm. So I think the dynamics of traveling and the technology that we are so connected, but we are so disconnected that you have to find people around you when they kind of become a family. Yeah, it's kind of automatic. You just find people who you identify as family.
Mm-hmm. And what about these people who don't, kuna watu wengine hawajui ku make friends, they just have like ile mentality, I have mom, I have dad, I have sis. How does it work for them when they travel, when they have to meet new people?
I think that is a kind of a complicated situation. And if una travel na, sometimes watu wanafanya vitu. For instance, niko hapa and someone might be trying to reach out to me, but I can't. So I don't think it's fair for either of us if you're over there and you're depending on me to establish this kind of connection. But people do have books, people do have pets, they have these little habits that they try to develop.
So a pet can also be your family. You can have a dog, alafu uite family.
Yeah, and pet owners, they really prefer your company as the pet than kuishi na watu, because the pet is just there, loving you unconditionally.
So wewe kwa maoni yako, aspects gani zina make a good family? Like for me, I would say for you to call someone family, or for you to say this is my family, you have to have trust. There should be codependence. I can depend on you, you can depend on me. Also love, it's the basic of a family. So according to you, ni nini zingine zenye unaweza sema now I've found a family?
I think forgiveness, it's really it forms the basis of what a family is, because kuna watu wanaishi hapa nje, you have a mom, you have a dad, you have friends, but huyu mtu amekukosea at some point and you have been through trenches and valleys and mountains of life, but this one mistake inafanya like you don't want anything to do with the person. So like without forgiveness for family, I don't think, because we all make mistakes, but you need to forgive some people so that it has to be mutual. Yeah.
Unahitaji forgiveness, una speak ni kama you really need forgiveness.
Sidhani kuna mtu nimekosea. If nimekukosea hapo nje siji, but I really think I have sat with people in rooms and we are having conversations. Yeah, they have a mom, they have a dad, but hawataki kuongea na wao, maybe because alikufanyia kitu, but you don't really talk to them because hujawasamehea, and that creates a rift.
Yeah, which brings me to, ukiangalia this generation of ours, the Gen Z, tuko na ile ya, okay, if you speak to most people, if you read these anonymous texts people send, kuna ile like we feel our families are not maybe doing enough, ama we don't really understand the importance of family. So unapata mtu anasema like, mimi I can't go back to my mom or my dad because we had maybe a fight, because maybe they don't understand me. Do you think that your generational gap inaweza kuwa an effect to the family, like unlike the old family?
Yeah, back to the point yenye nilisema about distance and the disconnection and the connection that we have right now. As for me, I went to school, ilikuwa primary school, ilikuwa close to home for is it 9 years from maybe class to about class 8. Yeah, and then I joined high school 4 years, and you're meeting with your parents in intervals of easy holidays zenye zinakwangwa hapo, maybe midterm you have weeks, the long holiday maybe 2 months, and then you're back. After kumaliza high school, I stayed home for about a year due ya ile the COVID gap. But if things went as they were supposed to, you know, the system how it set things to be happening, ningeingia shule on September. After kumaliza December the previous year, but I stayed for the whole 2020 at home. So we connected with the family. After that, I came to campus, and in between campus, it's like the same road in high school, like these holidays, ndo una connect na your parents, and there's this gap because hata mkiongea kwa simu, like we develop some habits na some, you know, this you're evolving into somebody else, and your parents are not witnessing that process. So I would say that squeezy, when you go there and social media pia, you look at what people are defining their families at. Like people are putting everything out there on social media. So you feel like my mom did this to me. Like you see a scenario, somebody giving a confession on maybe X or Instagram about their family relation, and you're kind of, you know, juxtapositioning that with your situation with your parents back at home. And you know, it creates a rift between your parents and you as yourself. So you find that people, they are so unforgiving that, like, and watu wanaona wako na options because unaweza ingia TikTok, uone videos ya niko na marafiki everywhere I go, but basically I think the mad umetoka tu, no matter how complicated it might be, I think we kind of need to go back to the old ways and, you know, connect with family.
Because for me, if I look at the current family in this generation we live in, with the whole social media thing, it doesn't just fit like the old family. Kwa sababu issues za kitambo, literally, as bad as it was, like watu walikuwa na fight as a family, but at the end of the day, wanakuja wana talk through it and they are okay with it, yeah. But unlike squeezy, I find comfort in social media.
Yeah.
Exactly. So sitaenda kufight huko nyumbani, but nita put my anger through social media.
Somewhere else. So you imagine like mimi tumekosana na one of my parents, and then he or she tries to call me. I can ignore that. But in the old times, you know, like watu walikuwa wanaishi village. So like chumvi imeisha, but alikukosea, maybe your uncle alikukosea. But unahitaji chumvi and it's in the middle of the night. Utafanya nini? So tena tukumuongelesha.
Exactly.
So like the distance.
So we feel like technology ni kama pia imekuja ika change But these parents also have to understand sisi we are a different generation, si kama wao. So kuna vitu zingine pia tukiwaambia inafaa waelewe, haifai zilete issues like kila time issue.
The generational difference, right?
Yeah, they should understand it. Something I think our parents don't understand it. For example, issue na mtoto wako kijana ama your brother ama your cousin ako na dread. For us sahi iko tu sawa. But for some parents wataiona ni kama ni kitu mbaya.
Yeah, so hapo ndo I think another quality when you look umeniuliza what defines a family ama what do you need to have between people ndo you establish yourself as a family. Kuna pia tolerance because people are doing things and people have different personalities. So like you have to put up with what I am doing so long as it's not harming you in person, like me having dreadlocks, that's not
Yeah,
really,
it's personal. It is
yeah,
something that defines me, not everyone. But kuna ile perspective ni jambazi so mamako akitembea uko nje anaambia huyo mtoto wako huyo.
and I think they need to trust you, like this is the kid that we brought up and hajakuwa caught up in some sort of scandal or anything. So I think you need to trust the people that you have around you and just take them as they are. Don't feel like familiar. Yeah.
And do you believe that maybe family play a big part in how someone grows up to be who someone is? Tuongelele now that basic family, the dad, the mom, the kids. Does it define someone's life ama tabia zingine like mtu unapata tu kwa njia as you grow ama the basic of your family kwenye ulianzia ukiwa mtoto define a big part of your life ukiwa mkubwa?
I think it makes sense. And people might try to deny it, but it makes perfect sense. Because as a kid, unajua mtu anazaliwa when you're very young, you know nothing. Umekuwa brought into this world, you're meeting new things, values tofauti, but kitu ya kwanza protection. Your parents really protect you from the outside world, from the good, from the bad. Yeah, so and education inaanzanga tu hapo kwa familia, like the basic, and the love, you know, love.
This generation, Gen Z, it is so difficult to find what when you're family oriented, like goal oriented. Automatically say we are just in our 20s, we are looking for money. So ni hard sana upate watu wanaongea about family. Do you think maybe it is something as a generation we need to sit down and really like discuss it? Juu hata hizi kwa relationships watu tuko ndani, it's very rare upate like people want to solve issues. Tukikosana ni hivyo, me I just want to like move on. So we don't have that aspect ya family. And like kitambo, our parents used to get married at very young ages, mtu asha settle like this is the exactly of which it was. Tukiangalia sahi considering the education and everything inakaa awkward, inakaa backward, but at least they raised us to be who we are. As Gen Zs, are we really sure we are going to raise a generation? Ama itakuwa to just walking out?
You know, Gen Z, sisi kuna the issue of social media na these standards zenye ziko out there that people are consuming. And the illusion of options, like you said, mtu amekukosea and you feel like I don't need this in my life, so I can just walk away. And about to raise another generation, family takes a lot of work. Because nikianza kuhesabu mara maybe nimekosana na mzazi wangu, they are countless. Maybe my siblings, they are countless. But I think if we really want to raise another generation and solid families, we need like to set our priorities right and, you know, decide that as much as we want a family, it's not a walk in the park. We have to put in some effort. Like ukikukosea, we have to work through our issues. Like kama tunataka iwork, we put in the work, right? So I think if people really want to make it
I
work,
want you to speak specifically to Gen Z.
to Gen Z.
That is where I think we have a really big problem.
Gen Z.
Kwa
Well,
sababu mi nikiingia hivi TikTok na nione like a lot of people are living very nice single lives. Why would I want to be in a relationship? Why would I even think about maybe starting a family?
yeah, that is true. Gen Z, we are really unique generation to stand out because kitu ya kwanza Gen Z si mtu utaoppress. Kitu ya kwanza, they know their value. That is what
And
they
they
are
know
saying.
their rights.
Yeah,
Na
they know
hata
their
kugomea
rights.
kwa nyumba ukimwambia anything that is not.
Yeah. So like they feel like kama space haiko comfortable for them, you just exit the space and try to find a comfort somewhere else. And you are seeing it in our country, like Gen Zs wanna demonstrate all over, wanapinga hizi policies. In TikTok you will see them, Instagram, X, they are really having their voices heard. So like Gen Z, and I heard in a certain podcast somewhere, this expert was saying that for Gen Zs, it's either they will have the best families or none at all.
Yeah. Hakuna in between.
Hakuna in between. It's either a very strong family or none at all. Yeah,
Which
and
makes
unapata
sense.
people are walking out from relationships that are very fast paced.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when we look back at the families we used to have kitambo, let us speak matters disagreement in families. Unapata mimi nikikosana our parents sasa wakikosana na maybe daddy amekosana na mami, unapata wana bring a third party which is probably the aunt ama the grandmom ama the like kuna that trail ya kufollow advice ama kutafuta advice kutoka kwa mtu mwingine. Do you think it's still with us like sisi as a generation?
For me, I believe that if you have an issue with someone, try to solve it. Nyinyi wawili kwanza. If it doesn't work, then you include a third party. Because the moment you put an issue out there, it takes very different dimensions. Take for instance, dem akikosana na chali yake, and then the dem anaenda kuambia girlfriend wake. Yeah, vitu zitasemwa hapo. A lot of things zitasemwa hapo, which really confuses the person.
Relationship.
Yeah. And to really talk about the truth, they don't know what the conflict was about. They don't know at what scale.
And that is the problem we have as a generation.
Yeah.
Because we act too fast. But it is us, like ni sisi tunanini. Sisi kawa watu wa kitambo, like sisi tuko na options vile tulisema. I can talk to someone who can easily understand that moment.
Yeah. But sasa your quick validation, sioni like kama ina make sense. Because you just want someone to tell you that you're right, she's wrong. I'm wrong, she's right. And talking about hizo familia za kitambo, people wa your generation, that is the millennials and the boomers, wako in these abusive marriages because umeenda ukatafuta maybe elders ama the auntie or the uncle.
Wakakuambia lazima ukae hapo.
Wanakuambia like kaa hapo. For them it's the image of the family, but for you it's the oppression, it's what it's really happening behind those closed doors. So like I said, I really stand for trying to solve the issue with the person before trying to put it out there. Yeah.
When you speak of abusive families and abusive marriages, abusive raising of kids, so unapata like someone grows up hana ile, for example, familia yake ilikuwa that bad, kila siku ni vita nini. How do you convince this person that maybe true love exists and they can find someone? Yeye mwenyewe amegrow up akiona kwa familia yao hakuna love. Yeah. So, how does it work for these people? Unapata yeye in future maybe if it's a man atakuwa tu ana heartbreak watu wakisonga because it's a trend.
It's hard, like you said that the question that you raised, that does a family really define who a person becomes later in life? Ushaisikia watu wakisema that this girl has daddy issues, maybe this person has mommy issues. Mwingine anakaa kwa relationship yenye iko ovyo, but like when you're raised in a family yenye ilikuwa complicated, it gets into you, like unajaribu kufeel gap fulani, maybe na work, maybe unatafuta pesa, maybe unatafuta this, you have this elusive definition of love, na kama hukuiona kwa familia yako, maybe uko scared that kitu kaa hiyo exist. Yeah, so I think family is really important. It's the core. Yeah, it's the core.
So since we are making this video after maybe people have gone through such things, tunaweza waambia je like our wenye they had a really rough childhood, is it okay to like start over and view family in a different view, and how, what is that view?
Yeah, I'd say that you really define what you have around you. Like, yeah, you didn't have a solid family when you were being raised, but right now kuna ile jenye ukifikanga, you can't like blame your parents for things that happened years ago. Like, usha develop autonomy, you are wise, you have all these resources out there zenye unaweza tumia to make yourself better. So like unapata mtu cling to addiction, like I said, unajaribu kufeel some gap somewhere, so cling to this addiction, uko na ka habit kenye umedevelop juu ya vitu zenye zilikufanyikia, like you're living in the past.
But now hatuwezi sema tu ati sasa they don't have a right to be addicted to something, ama they don't have a right maybe to live their lifestyle in a certain way yenye inawafanya wakuwe fulfilled, because hapo in between them growing up wakiwa watoto na hadi hiyo point yenye wamefika sahi, hakuna mtu mwenye aliwaambia it's okay. Yes. So we can't blame them for a life they are living right now. For me, I can't blame an addict mwenye ako addicted kwa sababu alikuwa na family issues. Okay, kuna ile aftermath atakuwa like destroyed and stuff, but also feelings zake ziko valid.
Yeah, they are. Like I said, validation, your validation in unatafuta, you really want it, but sometimes you have to do what is meaningful. Yes, you are drinking that alcohol because kuna venye una feel you don't want to deal with things that run in your mind. But at the end of it all, you have to look at what is best for you, you know? Are we on the same page?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
How
do you help this person?
How do I help that person?
Yani, like, hayuko tu in this world.
Burst your own bubble. Sometimes it's go hard or go home. In this case, you have no home, so you're just there because you didn't have a family. And so as long as you have a reason to do something or an excuse to do something, yeah, I'll do it. I'll drink because I have stress about my family. I'll smoke because I don't want to think about my dad. Yeah, you'll do that, and I'll tell you, yeah, smoke because you don't want to think about that. But these habits, they are destructive. So try and burst your own bubble. Try and see what is best for yourself. Yeah, come out of it. Heal. Try and heal.
So in short, you just go through it until siku moja unajiambia, and I'm not like my parents, and I have to like get my life.
Yeah, it's not fair, but you have to face it tough, like the world presented it. Okay. Until you're like tough enough. It's another topic, but love it. You need it. Because utapatana na watu wako broken hapa nje, and when you circle back inaenda tu kwa
family
when they were young.
Because probably they didn't get it, ama they had issues, easy family issues tunaona. So as we wind up, this conversation basically was just about the family and the changing dynamics of family. So Oscar, when you find each generation yetu, and I'll really dwell on our generation because generation yetu kidogo iko na issues mingi. So unapata like say we are so focused on chasing our goals, like kupata pesa. Say ukienda status ya kila mtu Gen Z ni ile tu pesa, money. Unaona? So like how do we focus on family penye akili yetu tu saiko pesa? Si tukipata pesa we'll neglect them. Like tutawa neglect juu mimi sahi I just need money. Sitakuwa na time ya kukaa chini nafikiria okay it's important yes but sina ile akili me divert to family. How do you balance between family and cash and chasing your goals?
I'll say that priorities are very key. Identify what you really want in life, because people are living good single lives out there and they are okay with it. And if you're chasing that money because no standard imewekwa huko nje, then you're doing the wrong thing. In family, like we said, it's important. So like say have your priorities and keep them in check. And I think family kind of comes to the top if you're thinking about it,
because hadi mimi ukaa chini alafu najiuliza sasa what if ningangane nipate hiyo pesa, then like I have no one to spend it on, I have no kids to take to school. Hadi maybe ukishaenda like automatically wote tutakufa, but who is there to enjoy your name and your money,
the legacy?
Yeah.
So like I said, it's all about priorities. And if we're not going to be having families, then I don't know what the nation or the world is going to look like. Yeah, because we need the family. It's like the basic unit of a society, the nuclear family. Yeah. And these days people are having different forms of families.
As you said, as you began. And for me, I think, as bad as it sounds, sometimes your chosen family works just right than the family you are born into. Kwa sababu, because of the distance, because of the different activities you do with these people, for example, biashara, ama just interaction, studies, inawafanya mkue a little bit close. Yeah. So at times family, your chosen family is, but not always.
And I think we can create time to, like to get to interact with your family. Like put the effort, the effort. You can't just wait for things to work like naturally. You have to put in some effort, like make that phone call. Yeah, try to connect with the person that you identify as your family. And if you really want someone to be in your life, you have to, try to make it realistic and connect with them. Yeah.
So connection builds a family.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and the effort.
Okay. So that was Oscar on this first episode on the Tapestry Trenches Tales. We have just been talking about family. Any closing remarks, especially for the broken people who are broken in their families?
Yeah. Try and heal. Humans, we have this amazing ability to pick ourselves up. So just try and pick yourself up. Yeah. Usikubali kukaa chini.
And remember, in as much as we are chasing our dreams, we are chasing the bag, family is still important. Yeah. At the end of the day, they are the people we will always go to. So that was it for today, for this first episode. We'll have more episodes where we'll talk about real issues. Thank you. Bye.
Yo, we dive into the tales from the Tapestry Trenches, where every story unfolds and every word clenches. Life lessons, stitching threads of fabric, no pretenses. Real life inspirations, breaking down defenses. Every word a heartbeat, feel the rhythm awaken.